Hey, this is Dave. How you doing? Wanting to make a little blog video about automobiles, saving money, and the reason why I started YouTube. Started YouTube a while back just to watch all the goofy videos that you see here and there, but I started my account and started creating videos mainly because of my automobiles. Um, Various different problems, various different mechanics that we took them to. You get bad engines. You do your oil changes. You get your regular maintenance done. And most people have a favorite mechanic. Maybe a friend of the family. Maybe maybe a shop that you've been going to for years. Maybe Jiffy Lube. Maybe one of the big superstores, which I happen to be parked at right now. And you'll find out in just a second. I'm going to use them as an example for the point that I'm about to make. Maintaining your vehicle and changing, something simple like changing the oil, changing the transmission fluid, doing regular maintenance like that. Also, something like changing your cabin and your engine air filters. It's something anybody can do as long as you have an open mind about it and you're willing to get your hands a little bit dirty. You wouldn't believe how much money you would save. And overall, in the long run, just doing these simple maintenance items yourself. Now, most men and women nowadays do a lot of maintenance items around their homes. They maintain, do a lot of DIY projects around the house. So why not do a DIY project and maintain your car as well? Kind of sucks to do maintenance on your car out in the heat. If you got a garage to work in, great. My garage is full. I work out in the heat. I still think it's worth it. You're going to save hundreds of dollars, if not thousands, if you take it a little bit further and do repair jobs such as change a radiator out if it goes out, or I recently did a timing belt service. It's a little bit more extensive, but I saved a lot of money. I saved a good probably $800 doing my own timing belt service. Like I said, you got to have an open mind, and you've got to be willing to take that chance, and that's what I'm all about. I'm willing to take that chance. I've got an open mind, and I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to make mistakes, but I think overall, I think it's paid off. It's definitely saved me a lot of dough. So I'm going to use a simple oil change as an example, because that's really your first stepping stone into doing maintenance on your own vehicle. Change your own oil. I mean, it's basically taking a bolt off the engine, off the oil pan, draining it into a pan, and draining oil into a pan, taking a filter off with a wrench or sometimes by hand, and putting a new filter and putting the bolt back into place, and filling up the oil. Easy as that. You just got to recognize where the components are, and don't be afraid to get in there and get your hands dirty. Let me show you some prices. Some prices of oil changes I was surprised I came across. I've been doing oil changes on my own vehicle for a few years now, and it's kind of excelled from there. I've done the oil changes, and then I started going into other maintenance, and now I do all maintenance on my car. That would be listed in your handbook that come with your vehicle. I do all that maintenance on my vehicles, and I've gone beyond that, and now I do minor to intermediate or beginning to intermediate type of repairs on my vehicles as well. I do know where to draw the line. I do know where my skill set stops, and where my need for assistance from professional starts. So you got to know your boundaries as well. Okay, so how much do you pay for an oil change? Let me know. How much do you pay for an oil change at your your fast lube places, or your local super center, or your local garage, your buddy's garage, your family garage, whatever you use. Tell me how much you pay for an oil change. I know when I do my own oil change, I use synthetic fluids on all my vehicles. It's a little bit more expensive. I do pay about $25 for 5 quarts of synthetic. I use Mobile One. I used to use Castrol. It's just as good, but I prefer Mobile One. They're about the same price. Castrol was about $22. Mobile One's about $25. And I use a genuine Honda oil filter. That's your preference. Used to use Fram, but I do not like Fram. I had a bad incident with Fram and the little rubber seal that's around it. But that's another video I will create and post later on YouTube, explaining what happened there. Wish I could have got that on video. That was pretty interesting. Pretty scary, just for a split second. So, yeah, about $25, about $5-6 for an oil filter. So, synthetic, full synthetic oil change cost me just over $30, about $31. Amazingly enough, that's how much you're going to pay at a super center store, which is probably about the cheapest place you can get somebody else to do your oil service for your vehicle. Super center store, a regular oil change, standard oil, and a Fram air filter, $30 plus tax. Okay? Get this. A synthetic service, $55. Check this out. So I was leaving this super center here, and got a glimpse out of the corner of my eye of this sign. I looked at the prices and I was blown away. I haven't paid attention to these signs or how much an oil change cost at any other place in years. So we got $30 for standard oil change, $40 for a high mileage oil change. It's a waste of money. Either go synthetic or just regular. Synthetic is $55. Full synthetic. Yeah, so there you go. Hey, I appreciate you watching. This has been another Big Dave video, and keep watching. Please subscribe. Have a good day, and remember to DIY.